All right, so let's go through how to find the standard deviation for Class B. Hoping you've given it a try already, but in case you haven't, here's what we do. So the first thing I need to point out is how to clear out a list. So see step 4 here. Step 4 is to get rid of a data set that you've already typed in so that you can start fresh. You could clear the entire memory, or you can just press the stat button. So stat again is right here. When I'm in the edit mode, I want to type my data values in L1 always, so I can go up and highlight L1, press the clear button, and then hit enter. Always press clear, never delete. Always clear when you're doing this. If you hit delete, the whole column will go away, and then you're going to have to reset the calculator. All right? So we press go up, so L1 is highlighted, press clear, and then enter, and it'll clear out the whole list. So now I'm going to go through and I'm going to find the standard deviation for Class B. All right? So Class B, let's scroll up a little bit more. I've got that my first data value is 70, followed by another 70. I can just keep going through the list. 71, 73, 74, 75. I know. Takes a minute to get all the data typed in. 77, 78. There are two 78s. Make sure you type in both of them. Two 80s. Always get those duplicated numbers in there. 81, 85, almost done, and two 89s. All right, so once I have my data input, I press the stat button, go over to calc. Option 1 is one variable statistics. All right, I can see my old stats are here. Don't worry about that. The blinking cursor, again, you need to get it scrolled down so the word calculate is highlighted and then hit enter. Okay. So I can see here my standard deviation, again, is the SX number, SX. So I've got this standard deviation is 6.1875 and then 45094. Okay, so there's my standard deviation. And now I've got to figure out how to round it. Again, because all my data values were whole numbers, I want one decimal place in any measures that I calculate. So I look at the second decimal, ask myself what it does to the first one. In this case, my standard deviation is going to round to 6.2. All right. The mean and the median are always good to jot down so that you have a frame of reference. And we're going to be using mean and median soon. All right. You can see the mean here was again 78. And the median, if I scroll down, is MED is 78 also. So we can see that if we took a look just at these measures of center, these data sets would seem almost identical because it's 77 and 78, kind of for both of them, okay? So their measures of center were very close, making the data set seem very similar. But the standard deviation here is telling me, hey, these are not the same because one is way more varied than the other because it has a higher standard deviation. The range also helped us to see that there was a bigger spread involved, okay? So that's finding standard deviation on a graphing calculator.